You here looking for work?
I'm afraid not.
Says he's not here looking for work, boy. Perhaps a drink, then. Before I ask as to what your business is here, may I inquire as to whether or not you are a veteran, sir?
I am.
Well, damn those Yankees. Damn them and damn their ideals. Ran me out of my home. Ran me out of my state. State that I bled for. State that I gave sons for. Are you aware of who I am, boy?
I am. General.
And what's your name?
Breacher.
Well, Mr. Breacher, I am beginning to tire of this exercise, and I would like for you to state your goddamn business. Pinkertons. Spied on us through the whole war. I'm afraid I may have cut the throats of many an innocent private because I thought they might be working for the Pinkertons. So what now, Pinkerton detective?
General Corbin Dandridge. You are a wanted war criminal. And you have been sentenced to hang. I'm here to see that those wishes are carried out.
And how exactly do you plan on carrying that out?
Can start by finding an oak tree big enough to hold a man of your stature.
How did you find me?
A snake is not hard to find when you flip over enough rocks, General.
Well, I'll not be swinging from an oak tree today. And the fact that you thought you could come here and execute me proves your utter stupidity.
Do you refuse to come quietly, General?
Whatever happens next ain't gonna happen quietly. But I'm gonna let you have one last drink. One last drink before you meet the worms for yourself. Because I assure you, sir, you will not be afforded the courtesy of a pine box. Drink that whiskey, boy. What is it, Henry?
There's a telegram from your man, sir.
To Senator Benjamin Burke. Correspondence Matthias William Breacher.
Confederate General Corbin Dandridge refused to come peacefully. Defensive measures were taken, which resulted in the general's violent demise. 2 other warrants have been served. We'll notify you again when wire and courier become available.
To those who truly believed in the Confederate cause, surrender was never an option. None of these men will let themselves be hanged, sir.
These people thought that justice would never find them. I can only imagine their surprise when a man arrived to stretch their neck.
Most men would never take kindly to such a proposal, sir.
Did we take so kindly to chains and shackles, Henry? And now that I'm in a position of power, I intend to make an example of such men. I've waited a long time to find somebody to take on this task. Someone that did not fear the endeavor. Someone that I could put faith in to see it through.
This task, the man you have chosen, this Matthias Breacher, are necessary tools to move forward into a brighter future.
Harlan?
Breacher.
Are you come in a peaceful manner, or should I be looking for cover?
You killed a general.
How might you know that?
Took me a better part of a year to track down that old Dandridge. Night and day, I was asking folks from the Mississippi to the Colorado. Ran into a trapper near Deadwood. Said he'd heard of a man fought on the losing side in a war making a living down south. I arrived at that camp. There's wolves picking at the bones. Nothing there to salvage. Not even any scalps.
I'm sorry to have disappointed you, Harlan.
Not a lot of bounties out there at the moment. Would lead a man such as myself to believe that the 2 of us might cross paths sometime soon. We do not live in the most peaceful of occupations, my friend.
Oh, we do not. So, how do we avoid seeing each other for a while?
You could always retire.
I'm working on it. However, you might take your own advice on the issue.
And where would a man like me go, Matthias? My lands, they're nearly gone. Trail, this horse, this job, all I have. So no, settling down in old age would not suit me. I have always respected you, Matthias. You've been honest, just, fair, and honorable. For a white man, that is a rare attribute. Sometime soon, Matthias, you and I will have to exchange fire with one another. It is inevitable.
Well, when that time does come, Harlan, whoever the victor, may death be quick and merciful.
Goodbye, Matthias.
Goodbye, Harlan.
Ain't never heard of him.
It was a good offer, woman. I cannot guarantee there'll be another one.
You don't need another offer. My answer has been and will be no.
It is unwise not to take Mr. Quaid's generosity into consideration.
Get off my land.
Ma'am?
Can I help you?
It is quite possible that you just might.
That depends on what you're looking for. I must say I'm not in a very trusting or kindly way today.
I'm looking for Reginald Cook.
You state your business with him, and it better not be about buying this here land.
An old friend.
You came to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
You don't know.
Know what, ma'am?
Sarah, my name is Sarah.
Okay, then. Sarah.
If you are my father's friend, then I'm being rude. I'm sure your horse could use some shade and water. And I got some still hot coffee inside. Why don't you come this way?
Thank you.
I know my father will be happy to see a friendly and familiar face.
Your father.
Only one I got. Your horse should be fine out there. You haven't seen any snakes as of late, and we got a tabby cat that keeps the rats at bay. All right. Come. Sit.
Thank you.
So how do you know my father?
We fought in the same war.
You're proud of that, are you?
No.
Not many men would say as much. Most of them are too proud.
Well, I am proud of very few things, ma'am.
Well, that's no way to live now. I'm sorry I forgot to ask you your name. How rude of me.
Breacher. Matthias William Breacher.
Strong name.
Your father What's wrong with him?
He has the deep cough, what they call the pneumonia. He has trouble breathing, even talking sometimes. For a while, I had the doctor coming out every other day, but then it all seemed futile. So I'm doing the best I can for him, but he's living on borrowed time.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. I'm sorry you have to see him like this. You know, he was such a strong man. But then you know all about that. Would you like to see him now?
That might be best.
Father, you have a visitor. Well, I'll leave you both to it. Ring your bell if you need anything.
Right now, I'm not the brightest, warmest fire on the coldest, darkest night. So, forgive me if I don't recognize a friendly face.
No forgiveness needed, sir.
Did you serve under me?
I did not.
Work for me?
No, sir.
How the hell did we ever cross paths?
Our paths have not crossed until just now, sir.
Oh, boy. I waited a long, long time for someone like you to come. I always knew my sins had catch up to me. I did a bunch of terrible things in the war. And I always knew at one time I was gonna have to atone for it. I assume you did some soldiering.
I have.
It's in your eyes. You got it, I got it. Anybody that fought in a war gets it, because you can't get rid of the stench of death. When you take a life, you never, ever forget it. I know you got it. The warrant, let me see it. Read it and make it proper.
You know your crimes, Captain.
No need to call me Captain. Who are you kidding? That was a long time ago.
Like I said, Mr. Cook, you and only you know your crimes. And you could take them up with the good Lord when you meet him for yourself.
What about my daughter? What's gonna happen to her?
I cannot answer that, sir.
Why don't you just have the courage? Shoot me right here in my bed. Kill me. Or are you gonna drag me out by the goddamn willow tree? No, not the willow tree. Because that's where my wife is buried. And I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna think of my daughter going to visit her mother's grave with an image of me swinging up above her at the time.
I will not hang you. I will not shoot you. I will let you pass as God sees fit. But I will stay here, for it is my job to watch men like you take their last breath. That is the burden I must carry in this life.
Heavy burden, isn't it, son?
Will these accommodations be all right?
More than all right, ma'am.
Sarah.
Sarah.
If you'll be needing to put your things anywhere, we have a chest for you. Feel free.
Thank you.
Why carry two?
Better to have two loaded guns when needed.
Any occupation that requires a man to carry such firepower must be of mighty importance. Or of the law-breaking kind. But then it's none of my business what you do. It's been such a long time since we've had a horse here.
Why is that?
Probably because we can't keep him alive. Heck, we can barely keep ourselves alive. You see, there's some men around here who would like to see this land taken from us. One man in particular goes by the name of Quaid. It was his man you saw here this morning. Now that Father is dying, he sees a greater opportunity. They'll do anything to try and run us off.
This is tough country. It takes an even tougher soul to tame it. Fact is, you kept it going this long. It means you got a lot of fight in you. It's an admirable quality, Sarah.
Well, I'll leave you to it then. You know, I'm making some stew. I thought maybe you might want to join me. Or if you're tired from your journey, I will understand if you'd prefer to rest. I can bring you a bowl.
I would love to join you.
All right, then. I'll see you inside in just a little bit. I hope it's all right. I'm not exactly the best cook.
Anything is better than hardtack.
I suppose that's true. So, tell me, Mr. Breacher, did you really come all this way just to see my father?
Please, call me Matthias. I did.
And for reasons I should not be privy to?
No. But I would think them not much important now.
Father must have seen a boot full of kindness in you to ask you to stay like you did. I mean, I have never seen him have overnight company.
I imagine we see eye to eye on a good many things.
I would hope so. How long you been on the trail?
1 year, 6 months, 3 days.
It's a long time. Now you're really tempting me to ask what it is you do for a living.
I'm a detective.
You come to see my father. You know, he became a different man after the war. Haunted, like. He wouldn't tell me much about what happened, but I know he regrets it. He was afraid of possible repercussions from his actions, and that's why he up and took us all the way out here to the middle of nowhere. He feared that somehow we'd be caught up in whatever was coming for him. My mother, well, this land was just too hard for her. She hated it. And she died shortly after we came here. And for quite some time, I did blame him for that. But there's good in him. I seen it. He's trying to reform himself. He built a decent life for me and him here. He has changed.
Now she gone.
Please don't leave. Whatever his sins, whatever his demons, they die with him, as will the past.
And what will you do, Sarah?
Oh, well, I have given that a great deal of thought as of late. This land has been something of a challenge, but nothing would suit me better than to tame it.
A working farm, then.
Yes, this is good land. It's a rich earth for crops, for farming, and I've been thinking about my own cattle herd for some time now. I mean, that is a profitable venture.
Well, I was a cattle drover on the plains for a short time. It's hard work.
I would welcome it. Why are you smiling?
It's a rare thing to meet a woman with such perseverance and fortitude. It's a welcome sight, is all.
Well, thank you. And what about you, Matthias Breacher? What does the future hold for you? Land? And what might you do with it if bought?
Logging, farming, droving. Anything that might have me finding my head on a pillow instead of a rock or a log. Place to call home.
I see.
Thank you for the supper and the conversation. It was an unexpected pleasantry.
Which? My company or the stew? I warned you.
I'll see you in the morning.
Look forward to it.
Sarah?
Afternoon, Matthias.
He's a hard worker.
I can see that.
It's not exactly the life that I wanted her to have.
I think she's done just fine for herself. You raised her well, sir.
Maybe. My days are numbered. I'm sure that brings you some kind of joy.
I get no pleasure from watching you die, sir.
Would you do something for me? Bring that chair over here so I can look you in the eye. I'm dying. And my daughter has to watch it. I need you to help me to the afterlife.
If I was to oblige you, it would involve a noose.
Oh, no. It's got to be out of sight.
No sneak, sir.
But poison?
That is murderous.
Murderous? Jesus Christ. You use murder as a business. What the hell is the difference between hanging me out there in some goddamn tree or letting me consume something to take my life?
If I hang you, it is by decree of the court. Poisoning you is murder. It is not a justifiable way of death.
Justified? What the hell are you talking about, justified? You think you're justified? You also are a bastard. Because you are keeping a man from his dying wish. Live with that.
This death is the best you'll get. And it's a favor. Embrace it.
Everything okay?
Everything's fine. Town nearby?
Yeah. A few miles out away.
What about that Quaid fella? He live in that direction?
He does.
Lives off the main road, about half a mile to the west.
I don't reckon you'll run into him.
Hey, boss.
You can get yourself shot riding onto a man's ranch, stranger. State your business.
Cook Homestead.
What about it?
I am asking you to leave it be.
Is that a fact?
I'm willing to pay.
Pay. I don't need money, but I need that land. What's your relation to her?
Just a friend.
Just a friend. I don't think so. I think she went out and got herself a hired gun. Well, like I said, I don't need the money. But I do like entertainment now and then. You a gambling man?
I enjoy a good card game.
I'm not talking about a goddamn card game. Here's the deal. You beat my best man, and that little bitch can keep her land.
What's on the other end of this deal?
There is no other end. Hector!
It's over.
Get off my land.
Who did this to you?
It was a fair fight.
Looks like you gave as good as you got. What happened?
Simple arrangement.
Arrangement?
That man Quaid won't be bothering you anymore.
Matthias?
Yeah.
Please, come inside.
I'm afraid I'm filthy, Sarah.
Yes, you are. Please.
I was boiling water today. Waiting your return, I thought you might want to wash up proper. I even made you some soap. Now it seems even more appropriate. I do not have much to offer in return for all the help. I hope this will suffice. Your shirt is filthy. I could wash it for you. Here, let me help you. Here, get comfortable. I'll bring you some towels. Pardon the intrusion, but I think that those wounds need some attending to. Do you mind if I help? No man should endure such pain.
Hazards of the occupation.
No amount of money or pride or honor is worth all of this. I think there must be plenty of other men, with scars or without, who could pick up where you might leave off.
I do not know how to be still, Sarah.
I think you could learn how. I think that you're afraid. I think that you and violence have a relationship only you can understand. And I think that you're afraid, sorry, of what might happen if you let it go.
Afraid of what I might become. If I do.
You would become an even better man. Here, Father. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for. It's me who should be sorry.
No.
Yeah. I dragged your mother and you out here. And now I'm leaving you.
I have everything I need. Because you raised me right.
I did unspeakable things. Things I can't ever even... Just... Can you... understand that?
I know about them. But that was so many years ago. All this time has passed, and yet you still live each and every day as though those deeds and that war was just a fortnight ago. Father, do you repent of those deeds?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not your final judge and jury. But I forgive you, Daddy. You are forgiven. All your family always loved you. And I will be okay here. I will be okay in this world.
God, I love you.
I love you too.
What the hell's that?
Our deal, Quaid.
We still have a deal. Here it is.
I don't know why I'm crying. I knew it was coming sooner or later.
You saw it happen in a different way.
Thank you for being an honorable man. I know you had a job to do, but you let him go out on the terms that God had thrust upon him. And when the time came, he chose not to lie on his back and die in his bed, but come out in front and protect his home and his family. And I suppose that was the best death he was going to get.
That drunkard won't even know. Besides, we don't get paid enough for what we do as it is.
Just make sure the sheriff doesn't find out.
Hey, stranger.
What's your business in our little town?
This here place has the best liquor.
Does saloon have a hotel?
See? Us girls ain't so bad either.
Ma'am,
Hello. What can I do for you?
I need a room. Just a few nights. Nothing fancy, just a clean pillow to lay my head on.
I have a room upstairs at the end of the hall.
That'll do just fine.
If I can just get your signature, please.
What kind of town is this?
Used to be a mining town.
Mine go bust?
Long time back. The whole town was going bust until a man came in here and got this place up and running. Suppose everyone needs their whiskey and good times. Regardless of how this place looks, it's been a profitable venture for the man.
Not a fan of the job.
Not a fan of the man. So what brings you to our town?
Just passing through.
On your way to Texas?
Something like that.
Most travel on through from California. You might find this town is not the friendliest of places. But it is all some of us have.
The brown mare outside. It's mine.
I'll see that he's properly tended to. It's compliments of the establishment.
Thank you, ma'am.
Room 8, that end of the hall.
A new face is always refreshing.
Not interested.
Maybe I'm not either.
Maybe. I'm just looking for somebody to talk to.
Care to go upstairs to that room of yours and relieve your troubles? It's rude not to drink with the lady.
Honey, all right, darling.
Jasper, I told you once already. I ain't looking to be shaking the chandeliers with you tonight, understand?
And why is that? What in the same hell I do to you to score me as such?
I am working, can't you see that?
What's this swinging dick got that I ain't got?
Class for one thing.
And who the hell even are you, mister? Huh? Ain't seen your likeness around these parts before.
I'm just a short stop on a very long journey, son.
Be careful how you talk to me.
Is that a fact?
Might be.
Either it is or it isn't.
Jasper, please. Don't do this.
Get back behind the goddamn bar, Alice.
The customer hasn't done anything.
Now! Back to you.
You sure you want to draw that pistol on a man you never met, boy? Didn't think it through, did you? Whiskey's got your mind all screwed up like a river that doesn't run straight. I'm gonna let you go now. Before I do, I'm gonna give you a little information just in case you feel like drawing that steel. Each and every morning, I wake up, I head into that sun, and I am prepared to shake hands with Mr. Grimm himself. Can you say the same?
You're fast, I'll give you that. But I do think I have the advantage here. Trust me, sir, I have no intent of doing you harm. If I know my deputy, you were in true form to relieve him of his gun hand. Boys, get Jasper over to the doctor. Make sure he has a good look over. I do apologize for my deputy.
You seem to have a lot of them.
Well, a man can never be too careful when he has enemies. Please have a seat. Now, I like to try to get to know the people that come through my town. I like to know their intentions.
Like most do, he's just traveling through. On his way to Texas, he said.
Well, thank you, Alice. Well, I suppose that takes care of that, then. Just another stranger passing through looking for a bed. Well, as much as I'd like to hear about your adventures and your journey, I'm sorry it's going to have to wait till another time. I have other matters that need my tending. Honey. Oh, you're so sweet. Alice. Was Jackson here early this morning?
He was here all night with Honey. He left this morning.
And what are we going to do about that, honey? What do we do to thieves in my town?
Give him all the money back. Look, it's all here, see?
Well, then. That takes care of that. $10, $11, $12. You put the value of your life at $12? Well, whore or no whore, that's a pretty cheap price for a woman, wouldn't you agree? Thieves of any kind will suffer the consequences. Those are my rules. You all know them. I expect you to follow them. Come here, Alice. I hired you to look after this place. If you cannot keep these ladies in line, I will find someone else to do the job. Do you understand me? Good. Now clean up, honey. Save making a mess of my floor. Coffee? Yes, we shall have coffee in the morning. That is, if you're still here, sir. Good whiskey should never be wasted, especially in this town. Good night.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Breacher. May I have a few minutes? I've seen what the sheriff can do. I've known men like him all my life. Men with a hatred deep within. It's an appetite for someone else's pain, misery, destruction. And it is never ending. I'm begging you, please. Leave our town tonight. A man such as yourself is a threat. He will see you dead for that. I can't live another day seeing more blood spilled on these floors. Are you a man of God, Mr. Breacher?
I find that it eases the fear of death.
There's an old mission out back. That's my escape from all of them. I go there to be alone, to think. I pray. I pray for the help that will never come. And I will go there tonight to light a candle for honey, for that is all I know to do.
Why not just leave this place?
There is no place to go. Some of us have a past that we have run from, and it has led us all here to this town, to this place that we must endure. It's our purgatory, I think.
Drag his ass out.
Good morning, sir.
I'm an early riser. Always have been. Sleep evades me. Always has, when my mind runs rampant with thoughts of the past. You see, I came to this town many years ago. It was a rough place. As one can imagine, any town that just struck silver might be. And I saw an opportunity.
Wearing that badge is a privilege, not an opportunity.
Well said, sir. You see, before I settled here, I wandered wherever a job would have me. Because I possess a special skill set. And that skill set allows me the ability to read men. And I have met many through the years. All kinds. honorable men, cowards, drunkards, and thieves. And every man has a very distinct look in their eyes. And if you have the skill, you can tell what their intentions are. I knew you were no bounty hunter. Too calculated. Too professional. Several months ago, a friend of mine, who used to ride to me quite frequently, was killed. He and his whole outfit left to rot and be picked apart by the vultures and the crows. And I thought, who could have done such a thing? Especially to that angry old bear that I once knew. General Corbin Dandridge. Now, it's not just anyone who could have just up and got his ghost. And everybody was talking about one man. And here you are. A man of vision, a man of dreams, but yet still a man. And what are men to do, Jasper, but to suffer for their dreams? But not before we have some fun.
That's mine.
Thank you kindly.
Let's see here, Detective Matthias Breacher. Well, you must be good to have gotten the drop on old Dandridge, but I would ascertain that the outcome of this situation might be a bit different than you expected. Is there anything you'd like to say, Detective?
Captain Huxley Wainwright. You are a convicted war criminal.
Water. Enough.
And you have been sentenced to hang.
Again.
I am here
I used to burn whole villages. Hung women and children of all colors. All in the name of the Confederacy. But alas, that war is over.
Do you refuse to come quietly?
Jasper, take this son of a bitch outside of town and bury him. Alive.
Christ, this hurts. You done complaining yet, you little baby? You try getting shot in the hand. You check his pockets? For what? You idiot. This here's a government official. They make a good living, more than us. Woo! What'd I tell you? Drinks on me tonight.
You're alive? Oh my God. What can I do? What do you need?
My things. My room.
Let me get you a doctor.
No. Is there a wire service in town?
Yes, there is.
Graphite. Something to write on. Hurry. I need to send this immediately. It is of urgent concern. Wait for the reply. Come straight back. Go, please.
A sheriff. A man of the law. One can only begin to guess what his judgment would be in matters like this. Someone saw fit to put this man, this Huxley Wainwright, into a position of power. What do I tell a man like Matthias to do here, Henry? It's a road that is not usually crossed. It's badge against badge. I find myself in unfamiliar territory.
Sir, you've come too far to not see this through. He has come too far.
But tell me, Henry, What do I say to a man that I have given such a heavy responsibility? A man that has given his own blood. What words best suit the upcoming storm?
Tell him this, sir.
I have your reply.
Read it, please.
In regard to one Detective Matthias William Breacher, information received. Proceed at your own discretion. By any means necessary. Four of the deputies are outside having breakfast. Deacon and a few others are in the cantina.
Where's the sheriff?
If I had to venture a guess, I'd say he's at the other end of town, in his office.
Take it. It's best you stay here, Alice, out of harm's way. Should anything happen to me, please see that this letter finds a Miss Sarah Cook. Details of her location are inside. Thank you.
die easy, do you? Well, you know that old saying, you want a good job done, you got to do it yourself. I didn't get to where I'm at by being slow.
Neither did I.
Well, alrighty, detective. What do you say we give these folks a good old-fashioned dime novel showdown?
Oh, you're hurt real bad. Someone fetch the doctor!
My horse. My horse.
Okay.
I need you to
I know. I'll send him a report and tell him what happened here. It'll be well worded.
The town is yours now.
Didn't ride straight to the doctor. Means you've got something more important than your own health, my friend. You deserve peace, Matthias.
I'm staying. I'm broken. I am unfit for it.
You were born of violence. Now, be still.
Knife's Edge. It's about a day's ride south. You'll find his body there. He's yours. Thank you.